Hello, my name is Beatrice Yakubu, founder of Social Marketing Art. Today I'm going to be talking about why audience building is important for your business, especially your online business. The point is that with social media, everything you do is surrounded by audience building. You have to have the audience because the online world is very, very, very competitive. And because of that, you need to stand out. How else can you stand out if you don't have audience? But the good thing is that building the audience is not so difficult because all the audience needs is for you to be able to give them what they want. And what do they want? What they want is information. What they want is entertainment. What they want is motivation. And what they want is the specific message that you have. So for instance, in my case, I'm a marketer. So what my audience will need is the ability to be able to do simple marketing, to be able to learn the tips of marketing. And if you're if you're into personal development space, for instance, your message will be to get people to be able to keep motivated, to empower people, to help people to believe in themselves. So that is, in a nutshell, that is the audience building. And what I've realized is that within social media, if you post or if you connect in the right way with people, they will come to you because the basis of social media is socialization. So marketers or the online world is actually manipulating social media for selling in a nutshell. But the point is also that people like to socialize, but then at the same time, they have one need or the other. And where there is needs, solution comes in. Where does the solution come from? The solution comes from your business idea. So that is where you position yourself in that space so that within social media, you are able to portray yourself as the expert, to be able to deliver the information or to deliver the content that your audience need to hear. Because at the end of the day, when people are coming to your platform, the point is that what is in it for them? Why should they bother? Because there are so many platforms out there that is producing great content. So yours has to stand out so that you'll be able to build a tribe. But the good thing is that once you are able to build the tribe around you, then the marketing becomes interesting because then you assert yourself as the authority. And when people believe, trust you and like you, the thing is, as Andy Harrington says, you can get them to do anything. He can get us to do anything as his followers. And so can you. Because once people know that you have the authority, once they know that you respect them, once they know that you are giving them value, when you ask them to do something, they will. And that is how you gradually move them to the buying decision. But within social media, what happens is that when people come to your site, they're usually not coming to buy because, social media is for socialization. So they come either to check you out or they are scrolling and then whatever content you have pop up on their new feed, their news feed. And if it is something that resonates with them, then they will click and then that will lead them to your site. And if you do your social media marketing properly and you have the right content for them, then they stick. They either like your page or they sign up to your group. Supposing if it is a free group, they will sign up to your group. And so you build your audience gradually. And when you build the audience, that is where the power is. So you will now move them gradually to your website. So whatever you post regarding, because it's supposed to be 80-20%. So the 80 is supposed to be the socialization aspect, and the 20% will be your marketing that's telling people about your goods, telling people about your service or your product. So gradually you are moving them. You're getting them to read your blog posts. You are getting them to view your videos on YouTube. You are getting them to go to your website to check you out. And you are indoctrinating them gradually. You are making them to believe you and then to trust you. And then so when the time for them to buy comes, because everyone has a different time in the buying cycle, people, as I said, they are not on social media to buy. But if it happens that they want to buy eventually, they will know where to come. This example is often being used all the time, like Nike. When somebody think about running, so running a marathon, for instance, Nike will come as part of the preparation because they have positioned themselves in a way that anybody that thinks about running will think about their shoes. Also, McDonald's is another thing. When you have children and then they need a treat, the thing that they talk about is McDonald's, because that is how McDonald's has positioned themselves. So if you position yourselves in the minds of your audience, what happens is that when they need to buy, it is you that they will come to. Another advantage of it is that within Facebook, that is even where the game changer is, because you are going to be able to market to these people directly. Number one, not only are your product or service, you can show your service or products to them, when you are also advertising on social media, especially on Facebook, what you can do is that you can actually target these people. One, you are targeting them. Number two, you are also targeting their lookalike. So Facebook can actually tell you the behavior of your audience and find those who look like them or those who also behave like them and target them. One, that makes your ads cheaper, and that makes your leads cheaper. And also the fact that those people are within your audience list, conversion is, they are more or less warm leads. So buying decision is quicker. But if you don't have audience and people don't know you, that is where the problem is. Because how are you going to target them? How are you going to even communicate your message? If you're on your website, how are they going to find you? Google is not going to put you on top of Google. Even if your name ranks and then people don't know your name, certainly they are not going to come to your website. So that is the significance of building an audience. And I have seen these days that many of the marketing gurus are big on building a tribe, building your audience, getting your community together, because human beings thrive on community. Human beings thrive on togetherness. Never mind what the current situation of the world is doing with regards to community. Community is still big because the human heart needs the sense of belonging. And that is why building audience is very important. Thank you very much for listening. And if you are listening to this and you like it, give it a thumbs up, share it, and hopefully other people will get to hear it, other people will get to learn from it, and I will speak to you soon. Take care.